We welcome you to the NBA All-Star Game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg.
And you know what? This is probably, Kevin, my favorite date on the NBA calendar. I mean, with the amazing collection of players we have here tonight, this year promises to be an epic event.
Absolutely.
Guys, it always is. I mean, the privilege of playing in this game means so much to every one of these players. I mean, being on this huge stage brings out the best in the NBA's biggest superstar.
Now a look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. And Wembanyama is out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Doncic, and it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Edwards in at the 2 spot.
Well, one of the ways you mark consistency is looking at a player's efficiency rating, and Cats is generally among
the free throw drops for Towns.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. An All-Star week will be one great show after another.
Looking at who's out there now for the West. Leonard, he's checked in for Wembanyama. Kevin Durant comes in for Joel Embiid, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Luka Doncic. Here's Tatum. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Towns, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. On deep, Brunson. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand, the biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the East. It's a 3-point game. Towns, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Towns. From past the arc, and it's sent back by Jokic.
Jokic bringing it at the defensive end. Love seeing him get busy at that end of the floor.
They get it back. Durant with a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to talk with J.B. Bickerstaff for a minute. Now, I asked him how they plan to limit the effectiveness of Kawhi Leonard. Coach said the thing with Kawhi is that even if you're able to slow him down offensively, he'll find a way to impact the game with his defense. He's one of the best two-way players the game has ever seen. So they won't have a moment's rest tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. And denied, he sends it right off the glass. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gilgeous-Alexander. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Brunson. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Great jumper there from Brunson, living off that mid-range.
Edwards against Maxey. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Giannis grabs the miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And he gets it back. It's good. This game is all even.
How about using that 7'3" wingspan of his to gobble up offensive boards? Antetokounmpo making it happen on the glass.
Now here's Durant. It's Durant on the wing from downtown. And the rejection by Giannis. LeBron's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And West also making a switch. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The West again cannot hit.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
A lot of great plays being made here on the defensive end.
That indeed is a rarity. The highlights are almost always on the offensive end of the floor in this event.
In the first half of his season, boy, how special has it been? He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent, and when he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've been seeing this year from him.
Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Tatum no good. And KD's got the ball here for the West All-Stars. Shoots over Brunson. Durant, good. KD's got 5 now.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an All-Star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
And another miss by the East. The West leading by 4. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And able to get himself to the line. SGA so crafty inside there to get the contact.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. A big group substitution here for the East. Williamson is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Jaylen Brown comes in for Jason Tatum. Cunningham, he's checked in for Maxey. And Ball subbed in for Jalen Brunson. The West All-Stars also changing it up. And Anthony Davis is checked in for Durant. Wagner comes in for Leonard. And Halliburton subbed in for Edwards. And so here are the West All-Stars. Following the miss by Cade Cunningham. And Wembanyama launches it from deep. Off target from outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Ball no good. Down low. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
The East making a switch. Ware's checked in. James Harden, he's checked in for the West.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
The West All-Stars with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Hands it from downtown.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The East trail by 11. To Williamson. There's the triple. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
Ball sends a screen for Cunningham. Ball with the bucket.
You know, because Ball is so skilled, defenders try to get physical with him, rough him up a bit, but it doesn't faze him. That rarely works against Ball.
Now, here's Wagner. Still without a basket. Wembanyama, a screen on Brown. Goes up the baseline. A shot by Wembanyama, no good.
And already they take out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
And it's Davis with the jam.
Well, there's not a better target in all of the NBA than Davis for the alley-oop.
Cunningham outside. Ball sets a screen for Cunningham. Over Harden. Cunningham hits the bucket.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Pass to Wembanyama. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by LaMelo Ball.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Wembanyama against Brown. He doesn't hit that one. The West leading by 8. The 3 ball. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist by Davis. 9 points for Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has gone 50% shooting tonight, firing away 4 of 8. Williamson kicks the ball. Cunningham on the wing. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
And he gets the bucket. 11 points for Victor Wembanyama.
And look at the big fella getting out and leading the break.
Yeah, doing some work in the open court. That's certainly a different aspect to his game, one that we haven't seen much of.
Brown, and that one clearly a foul, gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And Brown is a guy who is hunting contact. Defenders have to be more cautious around him when they're defending.
The East All-Stars shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
Look, you've got to give Brown a lot of credit for his growth as a shooter. That wasn't something he did when he first got to the league.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for the East. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Joel Embiid comes in for Davis, and Luka Doncic subbed in for Victor Wembanyama. And Brown drops them both.
You got to respect the mind Brown has for the game. Both ends of the floor, he is so good at spotting the opening and taking advantage.
And Cunningham with the slam.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
Oh, and the jam by Embiid.
Yeah, and the number of slams here we're seeing tonight off the charts.
Somebody forgot to tell these guys the dunk contest is on a